Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back. Now I want to show you one teleport trick. So let's say we go here. We kill some enemies.
Strange magic radiates from these foes.
You will make a fine corpse.
Okay, so now we wanna go back to town.
I need to go back.
By pressing T.
Your friend Tyrael. The light of the seraphim radiates from him.
He hails from the high heavens.
You have been blessed by many.
And we wanna sell some stuff now. So let's say that we remembered that we wanna do something here, but we don't wanna lose our teleport. So let's go here.
Diablo was the youngest of the prime evils, but I found him the most dangerous, for his power over terror left him incapable of feeling fear. Though he had easily possessed and corrupted many humans, Diablo's essence was finally trapped in a soul stone and banished to the unfathomable abyss 20 years ago.
Okay, so now we wanna go back, but we don't wanna use our teleport.
I am returning to town.
And we also don't wanna use waypoint. So we can do that by pressing our map, then go back to town. And then we can use the portal to go all the way back here.
I am returning to town.
Now I'm showing you this trick because let's go back here. If we just teleport from here,
I need to go back.
By using a normal portal, then we go back. Our portal will lose the previous position.
I am returning to town. I killed Magda. Before she passed, she claimed that Belial used the Imperial Guard to capture Leah.
Then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial Guard.
We need to get into the city. Ashira might be able to help.
My people are shunned many places, but we were always welcomed in CALDEUM. Something must be very wrong, that they won't even let their own people into the city now.
But what is it? You must tell me everything.
Is that any way to speak to me? And you don't need visions to see that Belial is in control of the city. The question is how?
I have translated a strange passage from Jondar's journal. Long before he began serving Magda, he found a set of what he called key words hidden in a dusty librum. He writes that when he read these words, memories from his past returned to torment him. It was at that point that he began to mistrust the Order, though he did not say why. I am prepared to look upon these words and risk my soul, but I want you to understand something.
You risk more by delaying.
But please, remember your promise.
Oh, the Jewel of the East! CALDEUM is really quite amazing. I have never seen anything quite like it. And I have seen so many things in my life.
Certainly you have been here before.
That explains quite a bit, actually.
Do you remember your time as an angel?
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. CALDEUM is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
So they say.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery. I do not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
Their hearts possess the will to survive.
The human spirit never ceases to amaze me. I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes, hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
How did you meet your wife?
It's actually quite a tale. We met in a town not far from here on the outskirts of Kurast. She was... well, you're not going to believe it. She was locked in a cage.
Your wife was a criminal?
No. They were going to burn her as a witch.
That is a crime here, isn't it?
Let's talk about this another time.
Hey, you! Come here. Got some new stuff for you to look at.
Give it more time.
Do you see that armor? No wonder he destroyed those cultists in ALCARNUS so easily.
I can't believe anyone could have survived that out there, let alone defeat those monsters.
I know, but he did it.
Amius, is that you? What happened?
Thieving peasants. They came while I was sleeping, pinned me down, and...
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
I wouldn't go over there if I were you. Some poor fellow fell to his death from the walls.
Is there no one to help us?
The Emperor is destroying the city. He must come to his senses soon. The Emperor is destroying the city. He must come
To come so close to this wonder city and not be allowed inside is worse than never seeing it at all.
Not content to reign supreme in commerce and religion, the Trade Consortium Council aspired to make CALDEUM a nexus of learning as well. It proposed to unite the major academies in a massive new structure, the Ashari Sanctum, which has remained a beacon of knowledge and advancement ever since.
It's quite difficult to keep the sand out of here. You haven't been out in the desert recently, have you?
CALDEUM relies on trade to survive. If they keep the city closed for long, it will die.
The Zakarum are behind everything that's going wrong around here. They raised the Emperor, you know.
Why can't these people see? We're nothing like them. You understand that, don't you? I can tell you're different from this gutter trash.
Why don't you come see Tilnan's new goods? You will not be disappointed.
Give it more time.
We paid tribute to the Emperor for years. He cannot treat us like this.
Captain Ravan, the conditions out here are deplorable. Something must be done to aid these people.
There must have been some mistake. I am a favored member of the Emperor's court.
Ashira, the Emperor is in danger. I need to speak with him.
I heard what you did at Qasim Outpost in ALCARNUS. You have my thanks, and you shall have my help. Captain Ravan, this man has vital information regarding the massacre in the borderlands. We must see the Emperor at once.
Very well, but I don't think you'll find him receptive. Let them pass!
What is happening in the city? Why won't you let me in?
Let's go. I'll lead you to the palace.
You are bold to have sought this audience with me. My guards tell me you were responsible for the massacre of innocent villagers in ALCARNUS.
Your guards lied.
If you are innocent, then why do you have spies skulking through my sewers? Bring her in! Let me go! I detest violence. Guards, I leave this matter in your hands.
No!
My essence is too low. I must wait.
I knew you'd come for me.
You are quite the optimist.
Get out of here. I will cover your escape.
Thank you. Now we need to get to the sewers. I'll explain why when we get there.
That needs to recharge.
You are mine now! These demons are blocking our way. We must destroy their summoning construct.
I must wait.
The world looks so different in this age.
I can only imagine.
It is tired and heavy with sorrow.
Give it more time.
There has to be a way into the sewers from here. This leads to the sewers.
Give it more time.
I found my mother Adria. She's alive. But the Imperial Guard is holding her somewhere down here.
We must reach her.
After all this time, my mother is alive. I couldn't be happier, and yet it's still hard to accept that she never sent word to me or Uncle Deckard. She said that she wanted to keep me safe, but I just wish I'd known. Well, at least I have her now.
Your mind is always wandering.
It is merely the consequence of seeing that which is not readily visible. I have accepted it.
Being unusual has its strengths.
Then you have my thanks. Although, perhaps you are right. I feel as though part of me still sleeps in a faraway realm.
It could be the lingering effect of the spell.
That would be nice, but the feeling I have indicates that it is more unpleasant and complicated than that.
What happened to your brother?
Nothing you'd want to hear.
I have heard a lot. I could probably help.
And then what? I suppose you'll make it all right. You'll fix it up just like another one of your little errands. Some things aren't that easy.
I will respect your privacy.
Oh, God. You're so noble about it, too. Spare me.
Those you've chosen to fight alongside you are an interesting bunch. Children after my own heart, flawed in such interesting ways. Irena, you are quite vivacious for one with such a burden. Cormac has certainly noticed. Oh, don't pretend you haven't seen him looking at you. He'd best keep his vows in mind. Or maybe he shouldn't. And that Lyndon, ha! He makes me laugh. He can warm my bed any night. Reminds me of my second husband, he does.
It is good to fight with you again.
Those you've chosen to fight alongside you are an Irena is quite vivacious for one with such a burden, don't you think? I know you agree with me, Cormac. You'd best keep your vows in mind. Or maybe you shouldn't. And that Lyndon, ha!
It's a cool detail that she changes her dialogue depending on which follower you have.
Aha! I knew you'd need my help!
Those you've chosen... Irena is quite Cormac certainly does. And you, Lyndon, you can warm my bed any night. You remind me of my second husband. He was quite the devil as well.
Such a cool detail.
We will stand together against the shadows.
I heard that you were there 20 years ago when Mount Eriad was destroyed.
Baal, the Lord of Destruction, sought to enslave mankind to the power of hell by corrupting the sacred World Stone. Unthinkable though it was, I was forced to destroy it.
But there were consequences.
Understand, friend, that entire worlds burned as heaven and hell fought over the World Stone. Eriad's destruction was regrettable. And believe me, I paid a high cost as well.
A week ago, I was deafened by the voices. Council members argued in the corridors outside my chambers. Guards chanted on their patrols and scribes murmured incessantly. Out here, there is only the wind.
Hey, you! Come here. Most of my items have almost no blood left on them.
What happened when you destroyed the World Stone?
The resultant explosion dispersed the light and harmony of my angelic being. Without form or shape, I restored myself within the realm of pandemonium. It took me 20 of your years, but finally, I returned home to the high heavens.
Did your brethren understand?
Hardly. Believing my actions had endangered creation, the Angiras Council put me, the Archangel of Justice, on trial. I knew then that heaven was doomed, unless I could enlist the aid of mankind against the coming onslaught of hell.
New goods today. Please look, you won't be disappointed.
I must wait.
Guard, what happened to the man that was here?
The one who said he was a nobleman. Sad story. Got drunk and wandered off. He was killed by some thieves for his wine.
Oh, Damius, why didn't you listen to me?
Wish we would have arrived sooner, but we got the men who did him in. They won't be hurting anyone else, if you get my meaning.
You cannot trust anyone in this cesspit.
I know what you mean. Just yesterday, a dear friend tried to cheat me out of my coin.
The longer we stay out here, the worse it gets.
The Iron Wolves saved me last
I can't believe what I've been reduced to. I'm no better than the common rabble. The things I've done.
Someone ran through the city, killing the Imperial Guard. I would like to kill a few myself.
I must wait.
This was all prophesied, every bit, written word for word in a book from ages past.
I do not feel well.
I'm not surprised. You've been out in the sun for hours.
I can't leave. The Emperor will come to his senses any moment now.
Take some of my water, you fool.
It seems bad out here, but inside the walls is where the rot truly is.
If we don't die from hunger or thirst, it will be the sickness.
I've heard that the architecture of CALDEUM is exquisite, like a vision of heaven.
What will become of us? We've lost everything. We can't go home and we can't go into the city. How soon until we are turned out into the desert to die?
We're being tested. I'm not sure for what, but it can't be good.
I heard the rumor that there is an angel hiding here among us.
I am sure all the people the guard arrested recently have been up to no good. They wouldn't have been arrested if they weren't.
CALDEUM changed drastically in recent years when the Kurast nobles all but invaded the city. Soon after, their emperor, Hakan I, joined them and made CALDEUM his capital. Though his actions seemed audacious, he managed to bring further peace and prosperity to the city for the duration of his reign.
Come on! Let's kill these things.
The Accursed were created when a necrotic plague spread through Kyrgyzstan centuries ago. The infected watched in terror as their flesh blackened and died. The strongest medicines could not stop the decay. Eventually, they fell into a dormant state, and their bodies were piled up in dark and forgotten places where they could rest undisturbed.
My health that needs to recharge. That needs to recharge.
May their corpses rot here forever.
My exemplary servants. Keep the witch alive until she talks. Pain will loose her tongue, but only to a point. Remember what happened with the Vizier's assistant? It was a pleasurable time, I admit. But the man had only incoherent babble and bloody strands of pus spilling from his lips by the end.
I must wait. Give it more time.
I recall the sewers being much smaller than this.
You spent time in the sewers?
It is a long tale.
The electric eels are insidious pests that have taken root in the oases surrounding CALDEUM. Known for their stinging strikes, these creatures are particularly dangerous when they attack in large numbers. It is said that raw eel has become a delicacy among CALDEUM's elite, but I assure you these rumors are baseless.
I must wait.
Should be up here.
Tell us about the Black Soul Stone! We know of the 3 that the Horadrim used to trap the Primevals. What is the purpose of this one?
Your master Belial has good reason to fear it.
Leave her alone!
Seize them!
That needs to recharge. Give it more time.
Leah, my daughter.
You know who I am?
My darling, I've watched over you all your life. But I never dared get close because of the danger that always shadows me.
Speaking of which, let's get moving. That needs to recharge.
I'm surprised Cain never told you why I left. He knew I was called to fight the Lords of Hell. And I knew he would keep you safe.
He's gone now.
Then it's fate that we have been reunited. Cain's work, your work, is my war.
According to the Heraldric texts, only 2 evils remain. Belial is here in CALDEUM, and Azmodan has yet to reveal himself.
New goods today. Please look, you won't be disappointed.
This Adria, I sense dark things about her. She is not averse to using whatever means necessary to destroy Azmodan and Belial. She will use the Black Soulstone, no matter what the cost.
We have no alternative.
Some costs may prove too high, even for you. I worry about Leah. How is she?
I don't know. Why?
Oh, no reason. She just needs someone looking out for her. This Zoltan Kuhl sounds like an untrustworthy fellow. You don't have your head separated from your body for no good reason.
Corpses take many forms. We need this one for the Soulstone.
Well, if you must. But I don't trust any of those ancient sorcerer types. Always up to no good.
I think I might have met Zoltan Kuhl once. He seemed like a perfectly reasonable sort, for a mage, that is.
What do you have against mages?
Oh, yes. Well, you know how they can be. With the waving hands and the mumbling all the time. They can be a little strange.
How did you rescue your wife?
I broke her out in the middle of the night and we escaped. They didn't chase us far. I guess they were glad to see her go.
You did not fear her, even given the accusations.
She wasn't a witch. She was a mystic. Though we didn't find that out for a time. Not until we started traveling with the Vfxone wagon train. But that's a story for another time.
There ain't no guards around, are there?
Leah still adores you, even though you left her behind.
What? No, I never saw it that way. She grew up in safety, while I risked my life to find the key to our salvation. It was the sacrifice that I had to make. In any case, Leah will meet her full potential under my guidance. Do you not have things to do?
How well did you know Cain?
For a time, during the darkening of Tristram, we spent many nights in the Tavern of the Rising Sun, discussing his Heraldric texts and the varied arcana I'd collected during my travels.
Did you meet again?
Only from afar. From time to time our paths would cross, and I would catch glimpses of Leah as she grew. It broke my heart that I could not reveal myself and raise her as my own.
How did the guards capture you?
I was trying to steal out of the city. I'd returned to gather some things before setting out to recover Zoltan Kuhl's head, and the guards found me.
The guards were asking you about this Black Soulstone. I remember reading about it in Uncle's journal, but it didn't seem important.
No, but it is. It is the key to defeating evil forever. It was created by the mage Zoltan Kuhl to trap demonic souls.
Yes, he was a renegade Haradrim, dismembered by his brethren before he could activate the Soulstone. His head was sealed away in the DAHLGUR Oasis.
We must retrieve it, because if we're to use the Soulstone to defeat Belial and Azmodan, Zoltan Kuhl must live again.
I have a new ally. The witch, Adria. She believes that the Black Soulstone will allow us to defeat the Lords of Hell. But this remains to be seen.
Murderer, torturer, monster. These were the titles bestowed upon Zoltan Kulle by the Horadrim. Though it cost them dearly, they killed the wizard for his crimes against nature and sealed his broken corpse within a shadow realm. It seems they were afraid he might return.
"300 years ago, I selected Kulle and 6 others to form the Horadrim. He was a great man who was driven mad by his long quest to hunt evil.
He is not the first. What did he do?
He delved into powers not meant for man, trying to fashion an artifact that could fill his empty heart with the souls of angels and demons. The Horadrim had no choice but to slay him. The Order never recovered."
I don't like dealing with Kulle any better than you do, but I see no other way. If Adria says we must, then we must. Uncle Deckard trusted her, and so will I.
Zoltan Kulle, a legend. There is no doubt in my mind he is as powerful as the stories say. But for every bit of his genius, he was surely mad. He was obsessed with immortality and power.
A madman. We would do better to leave him asleep in the desert than to call on him for aid.
You have a better idea.
I do not. It is merely a warning.
After what I've heard of him, I'd prefer not to become involved with this Zoltan Kulle.
It will be dangerous, but you have faced great peril before. If Belial and Azmodan invade, you will have much more to worry about than a dismembered wizard.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
The Imperial Guards are demons in disguise. I swear it's true.
I hear the Imperial Guard's hold on the city is weakening. I hear some of their prisoners escaped.
They will never break our spirits.
I know a lot of people are happy that the nobles are out here with us, but we are used to this life. It must be hard on them.
There's an underground movement to depose the Emperor. That's why they have us all trapped out here. They're trying to break us.
How long must this continue? It's hard to stay hopeful.
I heard you were responsible for destroying the Coven. They were a bit soft in the head, were they not?
All was well under the new emperor until his untimely death forced the Zakarum priests to find a new heir for Kejistan's throne. Through a series of elaborate rituals, undoubtedly a spectacle for their superstitious followers, they determined an impoverished infant in the north was Hakan I's spiritual successor.
Why don't you come see Tilnan's new goods? You will not be disappointed, I assure you.
What in the burning hells are you? You look like you could storm the city gates all by yourself. Maybe I could convince you to try.
It's disgusting. I've seen that man going in and out of the sewers.
You never can tell with those types.
I can't believe what I've been reduced to. I'm no better than the common rabble.
I think we may have a visitor up ahead.
Andariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
Listen to me. I cannot talk for long. Belial's guards are constantly watching me.
Are they?
Forgive me for my behavior at court. The gods would have killed me had I sided with you. But I will help you now as I can. You must be headed to the oasis. I can open this gate for you.
You must act. Retake control of your city.
There's little I can do. Between my advisors and the Imperial Guard, my every move and action are controlled. I've tried to fight back, but Belial's influence is strong. But now you've given me a chance. Perhaps my only chance.
How can you aid me if you are being watched?
You're here to kill Belial, aren't you? I can help.
But you have no power.
I can still fight in my own way. I want my empire back. I will find where Belial is hiding and deliver him to you.
You have already proved yourself untrustworthy.
I told you it was not my choice. My every move is controlled and I am surrounded by enemies. But I swear to you, I will help you. I will prove it to you.
I must wait longer. I must wait longer.
These abominations must die!
My wounds have closed.
You're my elder brother. Is that wrong?
That depends. Do you wish to learn about the dead?
About... Oh, I was not... That is... Well... I do not know what to say.
Juriel is the twin of Andariel. I believe that they conspired together to assist Diablo in releasing Mephisto and Baal, though they had both supported the lesser evils in the past. The Lord of Pain was found guarding Baal's prison, the tomb of Tal Rasha, when he was slain by heroes.
Victory, my friend!
It is so beautiful.
It is easy to focus on the dangerous foes one may encounter on the ground, but the Bloodhawks rule the skies with terrible ferocity. These crimson-winged birds will wait until their prey is at a disadvantage, then swoop down to attack. Watch for their shadows on the nearby terrain, and be prepared to flee quickly. To those who doubt my achievements in research, I present my findings on the Dune Dervish. It took me many years to find the truth of these strange, deadly figures. But my sources indicate that they are the cursed remains of mages who summoned a demon far beyond their power to control.
The evil of Mephisto,
Give it
Lord
no
of
time.
Hatred, was so pervasive that even after he had been defeated and entombed in a soul stone, his demonic essence oozed upwards into Travancore and corrupted the Zakharum priests. Though he fell to the same heroes who killed his brothers, I fear for us should he ever return.
I must wait.
Help me, please! Someone help! I'm being robbed!
Quiet, or I will rip your tongue from your mouth. You fool! You think you can save this man? You have sealed your fate.
Such insolence must be punished.
The enemy has destroyed ALCARNUS and most of the cultists. The Master commands us to capture more slaves immediately. Go to the Oasis and abduct the villagers. Kill any who resist. That way we shall both gain allies and destroy enemies.
Thank you, thank you. Those vile creatures were looting my goods. Now that you have saved me, I'd be
That
happy
is
to
not
allow
possible.
you the privilege of buying them instead.
That needs to recharge.
Well done.
Give it more time. Give it more time.
Do you see that enemy over there? Let us cleanse it from this land.
I must
My
wait.
essence is too low.
I must wait. Why would you feel empty?
There are fragments of myself that are lost to me. They linger in the corners of my mind, just out of reach.
That needs to recharge. That needs to recharge. That needs to recharge. My essence is too low. I must wait. I need essence. I must wait longer. Healed. That needs to recharge. I must wait. My wounds have closed. I must wait longer. Not enough essence. That needs to recharge. Give it more time.
I am bleeding!
Traces of Zoltan Kuhl's magic linger here.
We are in agreement. Kul, the renegade, must be stopped. He seeks to duplicate the power of the stones and wield it for his own ends. He is obsessed with the powers of heaven and hell. Drawing their attention will only bring doom to us all.
It fills this place like a foul mist.
These abominations must die!
Give it more time.
Not all dangerous demons are large and imposing. The dust imps are little more than children in size, but they possess the cunning and bloodlust of far larger creatures. They take cover in the shadows, emerging only when viable prey wanders too close. Then they ambush, leaving little more than bones behind them.
That needs to recharge. My essence is too low. That needs to recharge. I must wait. Give it more time.
My respects.
Give it more time. I must wait. Give it more time. I must wait.
Baal was the most brash and reckless of the primevals. After the Dark Exile, he was contained within the Horodrim Tal Rasha and entombed. Centuries later, Diablo freed Baal, who then corrupted the World Stone to devastating effect for the barbarians who lived near Mount Arreat. The heroes killed Baal shortly afterward.
Weakness consumes you!
We must be getting close to the head by now.
How do you know that?
Intuition.
Give it more time.
Nice, we got new legendary pants.
We set out in 1 week's time, into the desolate sands, to search for Kuhl's hidden archives. None of us have any idea what to expect. How far has Kuhl's madness driven him? How much power has he accumulated in his mad quest? I can only hope we are not too late.
Come aid us!
Give it more time. I must wait.
Lies before us.
Give it more time. That needs to recharge. I must wait.
Slake your thirst on the heretic's blood, my children. Drink deep and be blessed.
No more will perish here.
Thank the Seraphim for that.
Fezul Alcazar promised that he would lead his followers from sinful CALDEUM to a lily-strewn paradise at the heart of the desert.
Give it
and
more
that the
time.
journey would transform them beyond all recognition. Judging by the condition of the gnawed corpses found weeks later, Fezul kept at least one of his promises.
Give it more time.
If you keep holding back, then you'll never improve. Ah! Leah, are you all right?
Yes, I think so.
I'm sorry to push you like this, but it will all be for the best in the end.
I know.
It is time. Leah, cast the spell as I taught you.
I live again.
Zoltan Cool. We need you to activate the Black Soul Stone. We would use it to trap the last two Lords of Hell.
I know your voice, stranger. It has haunted me in death, just as it commanded me in life. Tyrael.
I am, but now mortal.
Ah, fate is whimsical.
What happened during your time with the Vfxone?
When we first joined the wagon train, we were just two lost souls. The Vfxone thought it was unbearably romantic. A pair of lovers on the run from their pasts. I suppose it might have even been true. A mystic with the Vfxone recognized Mira's talent immediately. We stayed with them while Mira learned from her. Along the way, we fell in love and married. I've never known anything as surely as my love for her.
She cast quite a spell on you.
Never mind.
I was just another highborn courtier in the palace. But I dreamed of being a famous poet like Solan. Have you read his work? It makes your heart sing. My ability is nowhere near his, but I suppose you will see that for yourself. When the desert sands silence their whispers in the night, and the 1,000 lights of the stars bleed into the darkness, I will find you in the void. My love will pour from me as words pour from my pen.
There ain't no guards around, are there? Good, because I got some new items to show you.
Mister, I got some new things. You should take a look.
Have you ever been in love?
Ah, yes. The unreasonable one I spoke of earlier. I loved her with every inch of my heart before I went black as coal.
Where is she now?
Well, she did what all unreasonable women do. Married the wrong man.
You did not intervene.
It wouldn't have been easy. He was my brother.
Do you know the fate of your sisters?
They should have awakened as well, but their mission has already ended.
What do you mean?
I sought out the closest two before I met you. They lay dead and mutilated in their chambers. The others are some distance away. I fear the worst.
How did they die?
There were traces of demonic magic upon their wounds. But surely the Prophet could have protected them. Where has he gone?
Have you faced Belial before?
Not openly. He was never one to lead an army, always in the shadows, much like his mentor, Mephisto. He wields intrigue and artifice as proficiently as you wield your weapons.
I miss Uncle Deckard so much. It's hard going on without him.
His soul is at peace. I can assure you of that.
Thank you. I'm going to get back to my research.
After surviving the devastation in Tristram all those years ago, I swore vengeance upon Diablo and his ilk. I've sacrificed everything for it. This is my path, and I will follow it through to its bloody end.
Leah is a very trusting individual, isn't she?
She has a kind heart.
You could not be more different.
Kindness will not help us survive in these dark times. The Lord of Lies is cunning. He wears many masks to hide his shifting nature from us. But we will have an advantage over him. The Black Soulstone. Belial fears its power, for Soulstones have bested his siblings in the past, and he could be imprisoned as well.
The sands will wear your skin away. It is not like it was out there.
I don't care. I cannot take it here anymore.
Calm down. Things are changing.
That needs to recharge.
Life in the Borderlands was hard, but we had our dignity. We came here for help, and how do they treat us? Like animals.
Why don't you come see Tilnan's new goods? You will not be disappointed.
That needs to recharge.
ALCARNUS is being destroyed by the Coven. I've seen people skinned alive.
I've got some brand new goods you might be interested.
If only the Emperor and his guard had gone mad sooner. All these people being locked out of the city has really helped my trade.
overwhelm the enemy and seize his companions. There is a witch among them, and another.
That needs to recharge.
Bring them to me along with the Black Soul Stone. They will be searching for the head of Zoltun Kulle. Scour the oasis for it. Some old sorcery lingers on the skull, and it must be mine.
Give it more time. My essence is too low.
Forces are closing in. Raise your weapon.
That needs to recharge. I must wait. I must wait. That needs to recharge. My essence is too low.
Three centuries ago, a much smaller CALDEUM depended upon small wells for its water. Then came the mysterious DAHLGUR, offering CALDEUM an oasis of unparalleled splendor, located in an area previously thought to be desert, asking only that his name be permanently affixed to the land. Then he vanished into the wastes.
I need essence. I must wait. I must wait. Give it more time. I must wait.
Riches await us. Most impressive. Do men in your land really dress in that manner?
Only those who follow Rathma. Why?
Oh, I was merely curious.
The rockworm may very well be the ugliest creature ever to blight the world with its presence. Bereft of any features aside from its massive jaws, the rockworm appears to be a giant invertebrate. I should like to study it further, but its burrowing tendencies make it extraordinarily difficult to track.
Give it more time.
Over there? Let us cleanse it from this land.
I need essence.
A most thrilling battle.
That needs to recharge. I must wait. Give it more time. I need essence. I must wait. I must wait. Give it more time. Give it more time. I must wait. My essence is too low. I must wait. Give it more time. I must wait. That needs to recharge.
Evil shall perish.
Okay, now I'm gonna take a Singularity Skeletal Mage. So basically this rune consumes all essence, and the more it consumes, the stronger the mage becomes.
Destroying the shrine will end their ritual.
Demonic filth!
I have long waited for this knowledge.
Okay, so we gained a new spell called Simulacrum. This will basically create a duplicate of ourselves, which will cast all secondary skills when we cast them.
That needs to recharge. I must wait.
That is a powerful foe over there.
This chest is not all.
Oh my!
Give it more time. They weren't expecting a priest of Rathma. That needs to recharge.
You will not enter the aqueducts! Lord Belial demands your blood!
I cannot open this. I need to go back.
And we will continue this in the next episode. So if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.